Alright, today I'm going to cut lawns. I've got a lot of staff off this week, so I've got to go drive the truck because the other guys who are on today don't know how to drive the truck. So I'm just going to fill the lawnmowers up, make sure they're full of gas, and then be time to go. Alright, we're just in the truck now. I'm just going to go down and pick the guys up. This week has been a gong show for staff. Yesterday I had one girl who her phone did not charge, so her alarm didn't go off, and the other guy slept in, so were both late. And then it sounds like the other guy's late again, so he's going to meet me at the job. And my other guy, I guess he was staying at his girlfriend's last night, which lives about 40 minutes away, so he's going to come and get his mom to drop him off at the job. So already another good day to the day to start it. Anyways, I'm going to probably do point of view filming on this first property. It is our big commercial property, 31 units. I'm probably not going to film the whole thing because it's probably going to be like it takes us about 2 hours to cut it, I believe. So I'm not going to film for 2 full hours, but I'll film some of it so you can see what it's like. Yeah, but other than that, it should be a good day. It's nice and sunny out there. I think they said it's going to be like 30 degrees Celsius plus humidity, which is going to be kind of hot, but better than raining all the time. Actually, I haven't had any rain at all, to be honest. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Okay, so like I said at the start of the video, I'm going to do a point of view video this time. I do have the chest mount on. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at aiming this camera at the spots that it should be filming, so you might have a lot of knees in this video. I hope not, but we'll find out. I haven't actually watched the whole video yet to see what it's like, but I do adjust the video or the camera quite a bit through the whole video to try and make sure it's getting to where it needs to be. But yeah, like I said, this is our big commercial unit, 31 units it has, plus it has a whole bunch of common areas. With 4 of us cutting it, it usually takes us about 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes maybe. In the springtime the grass is longer, but right now this year has been one of the worst grass seasons we've had in a very long time. It's been very hot out. We had a ton of rain in the spring. Grass was growing like crazy in the spring, and then now in the summertime it's completely dried up. We've had absolutely no rain. Keeps calling for rain and it just does not happen. So some of these lawns are pretty crispy. I'm actually surprised this guy hasn't called yet and said not to come cut the lawn as often, but he hasn't yet, so we just keep mowing it. He did ask for us to put the deck up a little bit higher so that it wouldn't burn the grass out as quickly, so we've been doing that. This spot I'm actually cutting now, unfortunately you can't really see because all you see is my arms, but it does, this part was actually kind of green. I'm not sure if the customer has irrigation or they've been watering it, but it's actually a little green in this area. You can see some brown spots, but it was about a mix with brown and green grass spots. But yeah, this spot I usually cut when I come to do this. I use a B27I on this, and the other guys start on the right hand side with the other mower and do that area, and then we have 2 people trim in, and then when they're done they go blow all the hard surfaces off. There is quite a bit to do here, and actually this week that I'm recording this voiceover is July 30th. Fortunately we have a mower in the shop, so they only have the T25i to mow this lawn, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I'm gonna expect it probably taking 4 hours to cut this, because there's three major big common areas, but I did send them with 2 push mowers so they can push mow the other stuff to try and stay caught up with it. I'm not sure what they're going to do with that or not. It will take them a little bit longer to push mowing, but at least it's something to keep them going. Otherwise they'll just be standing around with the trimmers and waiting for that one person to finish mowing the lawn. And I think this is maybe our 3rd year cutting this lawn, so it's been pretty good. This is a pretty good lawn for us to mow. It's a pretty good cash lawn. I quoted very high on it, and yeah, 2 hours for what we make on this is absolutely pretty amazing. So yeah, anyways, hope you enjoy the video. I didn't record the whole thing. I only did little bits of it, so I hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel.